Good evening.
Evening.
We'll try it again. Good evening.
Good evening.
There we go. Now I know you're all awake. Well, welcome to our Christmas Eve service. And not just a service, but a program. You get to see a delightful little musical called Away from the Manger. Away from the Manger, right? I think that's the way it goes. Away from the manger, away to the manger, away from... She's the director, so she knows. And you will enjoy yourself. It's fun. It's a little bit irreverent in places. It tells the Christmas story in a little different way, but it's still the Christmas story. We're glad that you're here to join us this evening. I'm Pastor Steve. I'm pleased and honored and blessed to be the pastor of this church all the way since July. Wow. Almost 6, 7 months? I don't know how long. It's a long time, but it hasn't been long enough. But thank you for being here. Please join in the fun, sing the songs, and enjoy yourself as much as you can.
And as that board chair, it's my honor to thank you and Hazel for joining us, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you. Thank you, sir. A heck of a deal getting applause for taking a present standing up front. Anyway, please sit back and enjoy yourself. We're going to have just a wonderful time tonight. You'll be asked to sing. The words will all be up there. When we get to Silent Night, the words will be up there too, so you don't have to fiddle with a candle and a hymnal, so we don't set the place on fire. We don't want to do that. Anyway, who do I turn it over to now? Youth. Here you go.
Tonight, angels far and near sing tender lullabies. Well-worn fabric full of years holds in the warmth of parental love. Animals and shepherds crowding tight, going with adoration, while the muffled cry squeezes out to greet the Lord.
Tonight we give thanks for every child among us. Each new birth, regardless of circumstances, reminds us of the preciousness of life, the potential of tomorrow, the promise of God.
On this Christmas Eve, we light the Christ candle for the child King, the infant Redeemer, the lowly Lord. And now we know He is born and nothing will ever be the same.
singing Angels We Have Heard on High by Forky and Belgium.
Singing o'er the plains and the mountains.
That's all right. This evening we'll be taking an offering, and as it says in your program, that offering is going to be used for families in our community for love baskets and love gifts for them. So if you would consider that as you give, please give generously and enjoy the rest of the program. Ushers, if you would come forward.
Joseph
born in a manger in Bethlehem. I'm sure you've all heard quite a bit about Jesus' birth before. You know that there were shepherds and wise men and stars and barn animals around when he was born.
That's quite a list. But there really weren't many there when you think about it. You'd think that the whole world would have shown up for the birth of its Savior.
We hear a lot about the people and the animals that went to the manger. Let's find out about the ones that stayed away. Hello over there.
Pardon me, folks. Nice day, isn't it?
Yo, you guys. Aren't you people shepherds?
So, did you go to Bethlehem to see the baby?
But I thought there were supposed to be shepherds there. That must have been some other shepherds.
Well, why didn't all of you go?
What's that? A union contract?
Let me see what it says.
Shepherds Union Local Number 404. Minimum acceptable working conditions, Article 5. No shepherd of Union Local 404 shall be required under any circumstances to venture more than 1 hour's distance from his or her usual field abiding. The aforementioned shepherd may venture further if he or she so chooses, but only if the weather isn't cold, the sheep aren't sick, and he or she really feels like it.
Let me see if I got this straight. You didn't go to see the baby because it's not in your description, is that right?
Yep.
You don't take many risks, do you?
No.
I guess you never get hurt that way, but you missed out on a really big event. Article 6. No shepherd of Union Local 404 shall be required under any circumstances to answer a lot of nosy questions from a complete stranger. A couple of questions maybe, but not too many. Yes, they missed out on seeing the baby because they didn't want to change the routine. I guess we're all afraid to change sometimes. Are you the three wise men?
Yes, indeed we are. Absolutely.
No questions about it.
You must be the ones who went to see the baby in Bethlehem. And you brought him gold, frankincense, and myrrh, right?
Well, actually, we were a bit tied up that day.
Tied up.
Yes, you see, there was a very important scholarly conference that we absolutely had to attend.
Yes, terribly important, terribly important.
Wouldn't have missed it, really. It was certainly an intellectual milestone.
Well, what was the conference about?
I can't say that I don't remember exactly, but it was a very important conference.
Say, what was the conference about anyway?
Let me see. Oh, I remember. The exact title of the conference was Celestial Signs That Will Indicate the Birth of Messiah, Theoretical and Technical Aspects. Good of you to remember that.
Celestial signs? Doesn't that mean stars and stuff like that?
Yes, exactly. You're a well-educated child.
So you must have spent a lot of time looking through telescopes.
Well, no, actually. The conference was inside. There weren't even windows in the meeting rooms. That made it easier to see the slides.
I was quite busy all week. I didn't even get a chance to go outside at all.
Nor did I. All right.
Then you didn't see the star?
What star?
The huge star up in the sky. Some other wise men say they followed it to Bethlehem. They say they saw the Christ child.
Nonsense. The star direct theory has never been proven. I personally favor the lightning bolt theory. So much dramatic.
Are you sure it wasn't a rainbow? The one more influential wise men think that the sign will be a rainbow.
The star theory is definitely out. The lightning bolt or the rainbow theory is much more credible.
But you missed the baby.
Couldn't have been the right baby. The star theory is out.
Could it be? Absolutely not.
Meteor shower theory. I was just discussing that with a friend the other day.
Let's not forget about the lightning bolt theory. Ah, the meteor shower theory. It's a bit overrated if you ask me.
Too vague.
Indeed.
Well, it seems that these three wise men were too preoccupied with their other theories to notice the coming of the Christ child. Ideas can get in the way sometimes, especially if you really like them. Speaking of stars, I'll bet you didn't know that the star over the manger was actually supposed to be a whole bunch of stars of all different sizes. Kind of like a fireworks display, but some of the stars chickened out at the last minute.
That looks like them over there. You are some of the best looking stars I have ever seen. But then, I've never really seen a star before.
You must be young stars. Is that why you're so bright? So, did you stars shine for the baby in Bethlehem?
Were you sick that day?
Did your mom and dad make you stay home?
Did you fall from the sky?
Was it too cold out for the stars?
Do you have to stay inside at night?
Well, then why did you shine for the baby in Bethlehem?
Could you say that a little louder?
Because we're too shy.
Oh, I see.
Well, I guess we know why the stars didn't go. They were too shy.
There were so many people in those shops, I didn't think I could get out there alive.
Pardon me, but it seems like you've had a very busy day.
Busy? Busy? Honey, when you're an innkeeper's wife, you are always busy. But you're right. Today was especially bad.
Why is that?
Well, I had to go shopping for all these presents for his family and my family. And I had to buy this turkey with all the stuff that goes with it, and these decorations. Now, I have to go wrap these presents, stuff the turkey, and put up the decorations. Busy? Yes, busyness degree.
So, you and your husband run this inn? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
It was really nice of him to let that pregnant woman stay in the barn.
There's a pregnant lady in the barn.
Well, not anymore. She's had the baby.
Oh, brother.
Maybe you could go and see it sometime?
Now you listen here, Buster. I am way too busy to go coochie-cooing some little baby.
But this is a special baby.
All babies are special. Is this baby gonna help you with all of this? Of
Well,
course not. This is the holiday season, and the inn is crammed full with the holiday crowd. I just have no time to see that baby. I've got 2,000 loads of laundry, pies to bake, calls to make, my dishes are piling high. I've got 40,000 relatives dropping in like the rain from the sky. And they're all bringing their children, 1,000 kids to keep from
Are you leaving?
Yeah. I have so much to do right now. I just can't handle it.
Kind of interesting, isn't it? She's got the Messiah in her backyard, and she hasn't got time to go see him.
Some other barn animals will get closer to Jesus than she will. Some of her animals, but not all of them. So, you were right there in the barn when baby Jesus was born?
No. You weren't inside at all?
No.
Do you always have to stay outside?
No.
So why didn't you go inside to see the baby?
Because we're not good enough to see the baby. But some of the other animals went inside. We're not good enough to see the baby.
Nobody is good enough to see that baby, but some went anyways.
We're not good enough to see the baby. Nobody. You don't have to be good. The baby was born because none of us are good.
Dreamers or thinkers or someone renowned who see the Christ child with wings and good crown. We softly lie down, not fit for this king, not his robe or his crown. We're only lowly animals with our moon and wine and a sleep. We're not good enough to see the baby. We're not good enough to see the baby. We're not good enough to see the baby.
Well, I guess you get the picture. The barn animals just didn't think they were good enough to see the Christ child. So many stayed away, the shepherds, the wise men, even the innkeeper's wife.
But what is this? Could it be that the stars had found some courage?
Go on, we're all behind you.
There is a star just once
kids who participated in the program this year. They were a little unsure when I told them we were going to do a musical. Being it's been a while, but I'd say they did a really good job. And they were an absolute joy to work with. I would also like to thank everyone who helped. A special thank you to the Sunday school teachers for all the help that they were, and also to Megan and Ray for running the microphones. After the closing prayer, please join us in singing Silent Night. After that, you can blow out your candles. Don't forget your goodie bags on your way out. And thank you for coming tonight. Merry Christmas and drive safe.
Will you bow with me in prayer? Dear Lord, thank you for this night and for all it represents. Thank you for the hope you give, the peace you bring, and the love you pour out. God, send us out now as messengers